Which is so incredible because I'm making them, I'm from Australia. You're thinking, what is that if you are not from Australia? In Australia, this time every single year, we host one of the biggest NRL rugby games that Australia ever sees. It is between two states, and they are the Queensland Maroons and the New South Wales Blues. And they fight it out together. Woo! In this household, we are kind of mixed, I suppose. Like we're kind of mixed. So I'm wearing pink. Because like I'm the mum and I just always wear pink. You know, I'm on everyone's side. So what a better way to invite all your friends, or even if it's just family at home, to make some state of origin cupcakes and get into one of the most greatest sporting events in Australia. And even if you're not in Australia, you can make these as well. So what will we need to make our state of origin cupcakes? So you'll need your favorite recipe, and it can be any. Today I am going with the mud cake from Greens. Woo! And I chose a mud cake because it's supposed to be strong and tough, and this is what our state of origin is all about. And then we will need 1/4 cup of oil, 2 eggs, and 1/2 cup of water. And then you'll need either if you've got one of these bang dangled spoons things, or you can simply use 2 spoons, which I'm going to do tonight. So, and then you will need your cupcake tray and your cupcake liners. So we're going to make 12 of them, but you can make any whatsoever. And then we are going to make our fabulous icing. Excuse me, little crazy. I need to pop you down. And we will need some buttercream icing. I've already pre-made the buttercream icing ahead. And then we will need to split our buttercream into our 2 colors. So you'll need 2 bowls for this and a couple of spoons, but I've only got 1 spoon at the moment. Assistant! We will need our colors to make our colors. And the blue is perfect, a perfect blue. Thank you, Mrs. Queen. And I found out today to make the color maroon, you will need pink and brown. So mix those 2 colors together and hopefully we will get maroon. And then to top it off, to make our line across the center, we will need our icing. I thought, well, I want to watch this state of origin. I don't want to be making cupcakes all night. And if you feel the same as well, there's already pre-made icing mix that also come with some nodules as well, which are perfect. And I'm going to choose this one over here because it's going to be the best writing one. You just attach it to the top of the bag, which is so super cool. And then you'll need 1 bowl so that you can mix all your ingredients together. Actually, I don't need the bowl. So throw that bowl away. You don't even need that because I've got a stand mixer that already comes with a bowl. And if you don't have a stand mixer, that's super fine. You can use your whizzer, you can use this whizzer, or you can just use any whizzer. Like, it's simple. But first, you need to pop your oven onto 160 degrees and we're going to cook them for 16 to 18 minutes considering. Okay guys, let's get this all together. Woo! Okay guys, so after a couple of minutes of mixing and putting all the ingredients together, we have come to our batter mix. And if your stand mixer is like mine, it gets a little bit temperamental and you have to scrape down the sides a little bit. So making sure that all of the product from the box is actually incorporated into your mix. Right. So our next part is putting our batter into our cupcakes. Now you can use the simplified method, which is with one of these wonderful things, or actually you can take 2 spoons or even just 1 spoon if you want to, and that's like just basically taking the spoon and just adding that into your cupcake tray. And I'll keep doing that until I fill up all of the trays, and we want to fill up the trays about 2/3 of the way, so that our cupcake won't spill over the top, apparently, and it'll be nice and yummy. Ooh, yummy. It looks so good. It actually looks like white chocolate. So yummy. Oh, and actually guys, you're actually supposed to stir this with a wooden spoon and not with a stand mixer. I'm just getting all Hollywood with my stand mixer at the moment, so yes, stir it with a wooden spoon. I'm hoping that this doesn't ruin my cupcakes. Anyway, I'll be right back when I have done the cupcakes into the liners. Okay guys, so I've done the cupcake in the cupcake liners, and I had to scratch my face, so I can't touch my face at the moment. But the cupcakes are in the cupcake trays, and we're going to pop them into the oven. I can't believe I did it. Alright guys, so we'll be back after these cupcakes have risen beautifully, and then we're going to put all of our decorating skills together. Look at that. I didn't even waste anything. Okay guys, so while our cupcakes are in the oven, they're cooking, they're smelling so good, this is the time where you need to prepare your icing for your cupcakes, for your state of origin cupcakes. So we will need our 2 bowls and our buttercream frosting, and we're going to separate the buttercream frosting into the 2 bowls, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so now for the buttercream frosting is done, we will need to
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to mess you up.
That's like, what? Why are you doing this?
Come back.
I know. Oh, it was so hilarious. I was like, oh, I'm going to get him.
Come back, Princess Vespa.
Yeah. Okay, so first icing that we're going to do is just the blue. So the blue is up to you, however you want to make the shade of blue. I mean, you could go light blue if you want to, you can go dark blue, it's entirely up to you. That's the great thing about recipes and coming from Cupcake Cow. It doesn't matter what you do, it's all going to work out because they're going to be yummy. But I'm going to try and get as close to the blues colours as possible. So here we go. So just adding a couple of drops, because apparently you can add drops into your frosting, but you can never take out the colour. So that looks pretty good. That looks like a good blues colour. What do you think, Mark? Do you think we should add some more blue in there?
No, that's very nice.
So you will need those measurements that I just dropped in, like for the frosting, which was, you know, with the hand. That's the measurements. So we've got our blue frosting all finished. And now I've never made maroon, so this is going to be a first in Cupcake Cow's kitchen. I I make sure that I put the blue cap on so you don't want any spillages out. Otherwise it just goes everywhere, and I can't tell you from experience that that has happened before. So we'll need two different, no, you won't need two different types. I'm using two different types of colour in here. I've got a liquid form and I've got a gel paste form. So I'm hoping that these two will work together. Right, you hear me? Behave. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of pink. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of brown. And magically, these guys are supposed to make my maroon colour. And if they don't, I'm going to change up my recipe and I'm just going to add red to it. So let's see what happens. Ah, okay. I'm going to add some more pink to it. Oh my goodness, please work. I don't have a backup.
Don't have a plan B.
Well, I'm just going to keep adding pink until it turns maroon.
Good job, Mum.
And then I'm going to go on the colour chart, people, and then I'm going to say, excuse me, Mr. People, colour people, this didn't work out well. Actually, it's turning. Yeah, it's turning. Whoops.
Funny.
Okay guys, so we've done that, well I've done, no one else like in here helped. So we've done the icing and we've got our blue ready for our New South Wales player Cupcakes, and we've got our maroon. It actually worked, you just need a little bit of elbow grease to get that going and just keep moving on. And then you just use your colour, so if it's brown you add some more pink and then you add some more brown. Oh my gosh, why couldn't the maroon colours just, maroons, just choose pink? Like, you know, blue, pink, easy, done. So we'll be back after this, our cupcakes will be out of the oven and then we will assemble our state of origin cupcakes. Hey guys, we're back. I've just pulled our little beauties out of the oven and I just saw it because this is how I check if my cupcakes are good, and I learned from my mother, from other YouTube cooks. They're fabulous on there, but don't go and watch them, watch me, okay? So if you've got a toothpick at home, this works well, or anything else like a knife, or I'm sure that you've got it all covered, but I'll show those ones that haven't ever checked if their cupcakes are done. So you just want to stick your toothpick in, and if it comes out clean and no gooey mess on there, then you know that it is done. Perfect. Our cupcakes are done and now the cooling off period is starting. I sound like a real estate agent. And then we are just going to decorate our cupcakes. Okay, our cupcakes are out of the oven, they've cooled down, they've had a chance to make sure that when we pop our icing on, it's not going to go, which I can't explain that that's from experience. So let's decorate our state of origin cupcake. So we want to grab a cupcake and your icing, and you just plop your, and this one actually, you don't even need a bag for this. So all it is container and some spoons, and you just want to place your blue over the top of your cupcake and just moosh it all around. And that is actually a word. And then we'll grab our Queensland colours, and they say, in the Maroons, they say Queenslander. So let's pop our Queensland colours onto our cupcakes and smoosh it all around. There we go. Look at that already. We're starting to build our lineup. Now, if you want smoothed out icing, I do have a little tip for you that I learned from my mother, and that is to heat up some boiling water, pop it into a bowl, grab your knife, And then just simply heat up your knife just for a couple of seconds, and then just take your knife and then just slowly transfer your knife over to your cupcake, and that should give you a smooth, except like for when Cupcake Cal does it, and then that should give you a really smooth line, which it is starting to do. Perfect. Next, we are going to paint our little state of origin cupcakes into footballs. So this is where our white icing, our pre-made white ice, and it has a little nozzle attached. So it should be able, with a steady hand, you should be able to hopefully make a line for me. So all we're going to do, how about I start with the Queensland? I've always started with the blues tonight. So we just, with a steady hand, I know that it's not possible for me sometimes. And we're just going to draw a line down to the center, and that's going to be the center line of the football. And then we're going to take the nozzle, and then we're and then we're going to pop on the laces of your football. So, which is just 3 little lines, and they're going to be our football laces. Perfect. So, and then we repeat the same process. How perfect did those football cupcakes turn out to be? My goodness, get a shot of those. Oh, if I was lining up, I would want these cupcakes. So these would be perfect little guys for that running action that they do for like 40 minutes per half. Who would want to run that far? And then if you want to take your cupcakes to the next level, entirely up to you, you can also write, just very, very small. I'm just going to turn it towards me because I have no idea how to do it upside down, Miss Jane. And then you just write simply your team, which is just Queensland, even though the L and the D are going to be, whoa, there we go, Queenslanders or New South Wales. New South Wales, we have NSW. So we're using all of the letters that are going to be hard to write with icing. Oh, come off. Perfect. There we go. So you can either leave it as is, or you can decorate, you can make it however you want. And then if you want to take the next step, I already have some prepared fondant for you that I've already made. And these simply just go on top of your cupcakes. Pop it on like so, and then put the Queenslander one on like so. Perfect. Perfect. And then we've got some fondant to put on top, which I've already made into circles, and you can just pop them on top of your buttercream frosted cupcakes, and another little maroon circle for your Maroons, Queenslanders, and for your last one, pre-made fondant that I've already put red and blue together. So you just add your blue and your maroon colors together. I'm just gonna try and mold them together. Actually, I'm hoping that this will work. Everything here on Cupcake Cal is very raw, you know that. And then we're just going to marble that in. Oh, that looks marvelous marbling. We're going to, I've got so many knives and spatulas here, I don't even know what these are for really. Anyway, our last one is just going to sit on top of our, we don't know what side cupcake we are. So there you have it tonight. You have your Queensland and your New South Wales teams cupcakes ready to go. I hope that you all have a wonderful next 3 weeks. And who are you going for? New South Wales? Queensland? Tell me in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you think of my cupcakes. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about like what colour that they are, or it matters about the taste. So we're going in. Poor Mark on the side. Oh, wow, so yummy. They are really, 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 really delicious. Half-time, full-time, anytime. Make your state of origin cupcakes ready. Your guests, your family will be so happy that you made those, and you'll be the hit of the party. I hope that you have enjoyed spending time with me, and I can't wait to come back into the kitchen and make you some more yummy cupcakes. Okay, bye guys. Go teams, go! Mwah! Box. Oh my gosh, how hard, Cal? Fahrenheit. That's not Fahrenheit. Degrees.
Celsius.
Celsius. So we're making it for our country. No, 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 no. Start again. No. Fuck. Yuck. It's 90 minutes per, is it?
40 minutes per half time.
Oh, perfect. So it's about 90 minutes.
It's,
Oh, it's 40.
80 minutes.
I put a lot of pressure on myself all the time.